Hey everybody, this is Pastor Charlie and I'm here with a midweek reflection for you. You will have noticed already that I'm in very different surroundings here, and that's because we are in Atlanta, Georgia this week with the Florida Conference, where I'm undertaking some training for my work with the Board of Ordained Ministry. Last weekend, Pastor Rachel preached another excellent sermon from Ephesians chapter 5. And as I listened to her on Sunday morning, there were a couple of things that really struck with me and sat with me, and I just wanted to share with you today about those. The first one was when Pastor Rachel told us that our actions in our own lives and what happens in our own lives always impacts the life of the whole community. The writer to the Ephesians was trying to remind them that they'd been called together as a church, that they had to be the church in this world, that they were trying to operate as a community of people who were just a little bit different, doing life differently from the world around them. And if one person stepped out of line, or if one person made one bad choice or said the wrong thing, it impacted the whole community of believers. Often I think we slip through this life, or try to slip through this life, thinking that we can just be ourselves, an island, and that we're not connected to anybody else, and our actions and our words don't actually impact anyone else. Pastor Rachel's sermon on Sunday really challenged that thinking and any of it that I hold in myself. I was challenged to remember that my words, my actions, my thoughts, all of them always impact our whole community. I wonder what it would be like for us to hold on to that thought every day, that our thoughts, words, actions not only impacted our lives, but actually impact the lives of our neighbours, of the beloved community that we are a part of here at Memorial. The other thing that really struck me from Rachel's sermon was what she had to say about the importance of that community gathering for worship. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go to worship every week with my parents and with my siblings, and honestly, as I went through my childhood, I just didn't want to be there. I saw no point in it, and I was bored, and it just gave me no space to be myself. That's what I felt. But what actually happened during those years was I got into a rhythm where actually attending worship every week became so important to me. It became part of my weekly rhythm of life, to grab a time each week on a Sunday morning when I could gather with God's people and I could bring my worship collectively along with all the others who were doing the same. That I could gather my prayers along with all the others who were doing the same in our community. Friends, the letter to the Ephesians is a reminder that they are the church, that they are called to live a vibrant and faithful witness in the world, and they are reminded that they can't do that on their own, that they must stand together, worship together, and as we'll see in Ephesians chapter 6 this weekend, stand firm together. They can only do that side by side, shoulder to shoulder, singing songs of worship, psalms and spiritual songs, as the writer reminds us in Ephesians chapter 5. So I want to remind you today of the importance of gathering together and of the understanding that everything that you do, say, and think always has an impact somewhere else in the community of faith. So let's live well into the calling to be the church who stands together and bears faithful witness to the world.